Don't make the mistake of trying to drive through a flooded road this morning. It is extremely dangerous to do so, and we do have right now quite a bit of flooding ongoing across parts of southern Illinois and even parts of southeast Missouri. These are some of the spots that have picked up the heaviest rain overnight, but notice the flood watch now extends all the way through all of western Kentucky and northwest Tennessee. So we are going to see some of the heaviest rain gradually begin to shift to the south and east as we go throughout the day. On top of what's already fallen, we're expecting an additional 1 to 2 inches of rainfall across parts of southern Illinois, mainly north of Route 13 in the lighter blue color. However, to the south, notice the rainfall amounts are going to be quite a bit higher. So we continue to fine tune this forecast just a bit as far as more heavy rainfall, the potential for as well stronger storms heading our way later on this evening. So on top of what's already falling, here's what we're forecasting over the next 24 hours. Would mean the highest flooding threat would be across far southern Illinois, southeast Missouri, western Kentucky. That flood threat is high in those areas, which means multiple flash flood warnings. Flash flooding is likely in some of these areas, especially as we move into this afternoon and this evening as another round of heavier rain begins to settle in. To the north, the medium category, just because you're in the yellow doesn't mean you're out of the woods yet. We are going to see another round of some very heavy rainfall in parts of the region over the next 24 hours. Today, well, we're going to catch somewhat of a break here through the early morning hours. We're starting to see that line of showers and storms work south and eastward. Some of us may even see a lull in some of the rain towards mid-morning. That's actually going to allow some of those smaller creeks and streams to kind of drain into some of the bigger river basins there and hopefully eliminate some of the flooding concern. However, by tonight, another round of heavy rain on the way. More major flooding is possible, and there's also a chance for a few stronger storms by this evening. But notice across southern Illinois and southeast Missouri, areas that have picked up on some of the heaviest rain now starting to see it lighten up just a bit, but still tracking this line of showers and storms. It's moving across the Ohio River. There's Rosiclare and E-Town, and then back to the south and west through the southern part of Pope County, now right through the heart of Massac County. So this is moving into Metropolis and the Joppa, Mermet area, and then back to the south and west. In fact, one of the strongest storms on radar pushing through Cairo. A lot of thunder and lightning crossing over right at the confluence of the Mississippi and the Ohio rivers right now. That is moving to the east and southeast. Live view from Cape Girardeau. Notice some rain still coming down there, but we've been tracking this stalled boundary. That's been the key here through a good part of the overnight hours. Temperatures in southern Illinois, upper 40s, upper 60s, still south of that boundary across western Kentucky. But here we go into the lunchtime hour. Notice that boundary still stalled out across western Kentucky. Rain starting to fill back in through a good part of the afternoon. Steady rainfall. And then as we make our way into the evening hours, area of low pressure to our west begins to approach. We'll see the warm front lift back northward. That's going to be the key on who sees stronger storms later on tonight. At 6 p.m., starting to see a few of those stronger storms work their way into the Missouri boot heel. They quickly then move into western Kentucky and northwest Tennessee. That's where we think the biggest threat for severe storms will be tonight. By midnight, things are quieting down. Tomorrow morning, waking up dry in the 40s on Saturday morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a little on the cool side, we'll be in the mid to upper 50s. So let's get to that severe weather threat. I know that everybody in pretty much our entire region is outlooked, but I want you to really focus in the orange color here. The Missouri boot heel, western Kentucky and northwest Tennessee. If we see storms that are on the strong side, that is likely where it is going to occur this evening. Wind damage would be the main threat, but a couple of tornadoes are possible. There's still some uncertainty on how far north that severe threat will extend. And of course, the flooding threat here in our region extremely high over the next 24 hours. 57 on Saturday with a lot of clouds around. A little warmer on Sunday. We'll be in the 60s. 60 for a high on Monday, cooling back a few degrees. Highs Tuesday and Wednesday back into the 50s. We are going to get about 5 days though in a row of at least some dry weather. However, more rain starts to make its way back into our forecast towards the end of next week.
Well, I do see 63 and sunshine, so that makes me happy.
Sunday looks very nice.
Yeah, something to look forward to. Thanks, Nick.